Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Big Ant. To my left, we got
Theo.
and this is Broadcast 111. We are actually a day behind, but let's not even talk about that. And most conversations that we have is kind of like on the verge of regular conversations, but I wanted to really talk about something kind of serious, Theo. I want to talk about depression slash suicide. Those are two things that I kind of want to talk about today. And the reason why I want to talk about them is it's a lot of people that I know that's suffering from depression, and they also have experienced. It's a lot of people that I know have experienced some form of loss in the sense of either depression or suicide. So I want to kind of tap on that today, if possible.
Yeah.
You feeling me?
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Um, One of the key things that really got me turning with this subject matter is I had a coworker and her I guess it's her sister-in-law. She looked at her as her sister as well. She said the first day of the new year she lost her life due to suicide, which stemmed from depression. And when she told me, bro, all I could do is just go, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nothing you could do. Like, what can you do? And I don't know. It just took me back, bro. It's like, what are some of the things that I don't know if you know? Like, what's some of the things that we can look out for, or anything along the lines of that? Because I don't know. And in my naive way of thinking, sometimes, bro, I've said some things that I shouldn't say. Like, yo, and maybe I'm alone, maybe I'm not alone, but I've heard and I've said come out my mouth. I'd be like, yo, everybody get depressed. Just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Yo,
Right.
dude, for real?
Yeah.
What you got to be depressed about? Like, yo, you got everything you want. You know what I'm saying? You depressed because your man left you? Are you serious?
Uh, I mean, everybody takes stuff different. I was watching a song. I think it was like last night or the night before last, and seen they was talking about SWV,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget the one's name. The short, lighter skin one.
I want to say Lily.
Lily, that might be her name, but she like after the group broke up, she said she was like down to her last $100 or something. She was in a hotel room. She called her sister and was telling her sister to like kiss her kids and tell her kids like goodbye for her because it was just over with for her. She was about to kill herself,
Mm.
and her sister talked her out of it. Like she was like that voice of reason to make talk her out of it, tell her to come home or whatever. Like you always have family here,
Yeah.
but it when I seen it, it messed me up because that's like that's the girl from SWV. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I thought she was the finest one, low key.
me too, but
That's a whole other subject matter, bro.
yeah. But I'm just saying like it's crazy that how people take certain things deeper than others.
Yeah.
To the point to where they want to kill themselves, or you just get in that much of a slump to where you feel like it's over with, like it's no, you know.
And I agree with you, bro. Everybody deals with some form of adversity, some type of trauma in a different way. Like, I'm going through trauma right now, and a lot of people don't know someone very dear to me is like on life support, and it's not a person, it's my first car. It's Bertha. And some people may look at it like it's a joke. It's not a joke to me. I've been through a lot and I experienced a lot of things. But my adversity is different than other people's adversity. And yeah, I don't be lying. I've had a lot of more situations that was dire, bro. And I don't know how I got through them. You know what I mean? But the label depression, the label suicide, is something that we really don't talk about as often as we should, bro, because it's like the stigmatism that's in our community. We don't do that. And one of the reasons why they say we don't do that is based solely upon our belief in religion. You know what I mean? If I will recall right, and it's other people out there that's Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, all that. From what I know, growing up in a Christian environment, if you committed suicide, that was a form of a sin.
Yeah,
And you
right, yeah.
already labeled as an outcast because you killed yourself or whatever like that. So that's something that I've always looked at like, wow, if I do that, I'm instantly going to hell. You know what I mean? Instead of dealing with the now, what is the
Yeah,
cause of me feeling this way? You know
yeah,
what I mean? We always get, in a sense, we get this how can I say, we get this condemned sense of being like, you do that, you going straight to hell, instead of people looking at what was the cause of it, why they feeling this way, what's the deal, how can we have prevented it, how can we help it, when sometimes reaching out to the Lord ain't just the ultimate answer.
you're right, man. I agree with it. Like, it's just so many variables, man, that go along with it. As far as like depression, I suffered through it. I didn't know I was going through it until after I came out of it. Like, wait a minute, I was depressed. You know, when I look back, me and the girl I was dating, we was kind of going through the same thing at the same time. But I,
Can we do a mic check for a minute? I'm
can
sorry.
you hear me? Am I loud and clear?
Thumbs up if
Thumbs
you can
up.
hear.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Thumbs up if you
Hello,
can
hello?
hear.
Put your thumbs up. I take that as a yes.
I
You
take
can
that
hear
as a
me.
yes too, bro. Let's keep it going. Boom.
So yeah, I tell a lot of people, like younger guys, man, younger people, that you know, um, going through your 20s, like early 20s, you get, well, teens, late teens to 20s, you got a lot of energy, right? You get a lot of energy that's not really necessarily focused unless you're in college or unless somebody, you got a career or something, you got a goal that you're trying to accomplish. A lot of times that energy get wasted on doing like all kind of frivolous BS. You know what I mean? By the time you get to like 24, 25, you reach you reach this point that I've realized. You reach this point where it's like, what's happening? Like, you go through this. I can't even think right now what it's called, but you get to this point in life where you just realizing like, like what's going on in my life, like, um, what I'm not at the point to where I need to be right now, or I'm not doing exactly what I need to be. So it's kind of like you go in this downhill spell. Like, damn, at this age, I'm supposed to be doing this or doing that or whatever. And you just, you go into this slump, lose momentum. You can bump your head enough times where certain things you don't want to do, you don't want to waste the energy. You're starting to lose the energy, and you just get into this depressive mode.
I know the feeling, bro. I remember back in the day, like in my 20s, man, I started looking at all my homies. And I'm saying my real homies, they know who they are. Shout out to Orillas. Y'all know who you are. Anyway, I started looking at them. They start becoming successful in their life, getting married, having great jobs. We all went to college. But when I was in college, I had a situation happen to me that kind of like put me separate from them.
Mm-hmm.
And when that took place, I started really looking at like each year, this one cat, he doing this one cat doing that, this one guy doing that. And I'm struggling. Like I struggled tremendously through my 20s, bro.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out like, how can I get out this slump?
Right.
So more and more I start, and it's another thing too. Like it's different forms of depression. Like I started eating more. You know what I mean? I started going through relationship issues. You know what I'm saying? At that time I was married. The marriage wasn't working out. You know what I mean? And with the marriage not working out, I started digging into myself. You know what I mean? Eating more. You know what I mean? And I'm not putting all this weight on that situation, but it played a major role into what I am today. You know what I mean? Like because I looked at it like, you know, go to work, eat, go to work, eat, go to work,
Yeah.
eat, go to work, eat. I thought it was survival mode,
Yeah.
but I was depressed, bro.
Yeah.
It had got to a point where I was sitting on the edge of the bed, just contemplating, like, why am I here? What I'm doing? I mean, I got two beautiful kids,
Yeah.
but what the hell I'm really doing with myself? You know, and we all get like that. And the
Yeah.
frustrating part is that there's really nobody you can talk to about it because it's just you going through what you're going through.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's easy for somebody to say, yo, don't sweat that, bro. It'll be cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it's not cool right now for me.
Right.
Right now is this moment. And this moment don't feel so great. Okay. So that'd be the part that's the struggling part, you know. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do about it.
I think a lot of times with people, man, it just got to be broken down a certain way. Like, as far as when they say don't worry about it, like, why not to worry about it? Like, give me a backstory, or tell me, break down the science of why not to worry about it. Why should I not worry about it? You know what I mean? And I think that would help a little bit, somewhat. You know what I mean?
You know, I always think about like certain people, like I still think about like, damn, like what's the dude name from Soul Train?
Don Cornelius.
Yes, like he just like unexplainably just boom, just off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what got you to this point?
Yeah.
Robin Williams, he was talking about for a while how he was depressed. You know, and people were saying, oh, are you okay now? Everything all right with you? You know what I'm saying? I remember looking at a clip where he was on Ellen DeGeneres, and he was talking about, yeah, depression is a serious thing. It took a while for them to come out of it. It took a while for him to come out of it, for other people to realize how serious it was. You know, and then, poof, he was gone. You know, and I don't know if those just signs of something to be on the lookout for, but I don't know. I don't know. You see these papers in front of me, and I rarely do this, bro, but it really bothered me. Like when this young lady came up to me and shared this information with me, and so I looked at some possible stuff on here, and how people was talking about how they was dealing with the ugly fact of dealing with themselves. So they came up with certain things like how to help someone with depression. And here's one thing where it says what you can do, to help somebody with depression. Be a compassionate listener rather than give good advice. Than giving advice. I added the good part.
Right.
Be a compassionate listener. Do you think people out here are compassionate listeners?
You saying what?
Do you think people out here today are compassionate listeners?
Nah, I don't think it's a lot of compassionate listeners. I think it's a lot of people who know it all. You know what I mean? And a lot of people who think they got advice. But it's not a lot of good listeners, man. You talking about just people who just gotta
just listen to you.
Just an ear.
With just an ear. They don't just open their mouth. Nah. They don't compare your experience with their experience. Just try to judge what's going on. Do you think it's people out there that's like compassionate listeners?
Of course it is. It's just not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember a time in my life, and I still find myself being guilty of not being a compassionate listener because I'm thinking of the next thing to say. You know what I mean? And that's something that I know I really have to work on. You know what I mean? Like, say something right now.
I don't know.
You know, while you saying I don't know, I'm thinking of something to come back. And it's just not this platform. It's just something that I have to work on to be a better person and be a better listener for my kids and for people that I care about. Because at the end of the day, dude, you never know how just being a listening ear can affect somebody.
Yeah.
You know.
I know that firsthand. One of my clients today that came in and was like, it's a young lady. She bring her son. She was like, you always quiet. Like, you don't never, you say 3 words to people. All your clients got big mouths, and you always say 3 words. I was like, man, you gotta listen. Like, this is an outlet for people to come come in and just like release. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have that listening ear. I said this earlier today. And a lot of people don't have that listening ear. You know what I mean? You just gotta be that ear.
So what happens, and I think I said this to you before, what happens when the release need to release?
The release will go crazy if they don't find a release. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The release will go nuts, bro. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because that energy got to transfer somewhere.
Yeah, it has
you know what I mean? And in the line of work that you do every day, bro, and this ain't about you, but I'm just saying, like, in the line of work you do, people just throwing they issue on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same thing for you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. They throw their issue on you. And what I used to do, I used to bring it home and it'd be all over my face. I wouldn't get nothing accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I'd just be sitting, gazing at the TV.
Yeah.
Because only thing I will even talk about is work. Right. You know how people say you gotta find a happy medium? Yeah. I would never have one. You know what I mean? Because I would be so entrenched in work, bro, that it's affected my lifestyle. Yeah. Well, my lifestyle was work. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. So I had to figure out what was things that I like to do. What's fun for me? Yeah. You know what I mean?
And meet happy medium.
Yeah. Yeah. So number 2, they say provide whatever assistance the person needs and is willing to accept.
I was about to say and willing to accept because you can get yourself in a whole heap of trouble getting into somebody else. You jump into somebody else's situation like, no, let me help. Like, no, man, you might not want to get into like certain situations, man. As far as like people's depression, it's like you want to help, but sometimes you can't just engulf yourself in somebody else's worry or weariness because that should rub off on you.
Sometimes you don't know what to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes helping is like I can't help that. Like how you feel, I've never felt that way. You know what I mean? Like everybody go through different stuff. So like, yo, I just need, and I'm just throwing this out there, I need $1 million and everything be cool. Right now I got all these damn bills, I don't know what to do. And I'm sitting here like, I got a whole bunch of damn bills too. You know what I mean? I can't help you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what do you do when you can't help? You know what I mean? And that's the difficult thing. Like you said, sometimes when you jumping in, you know what I mean? You jumping in with your head. You know what I mean? Correction. You jumping in with your heart and not your head.
What's number 3?
Number 3, take walks or do other physical activities together.
That's the perfect answer.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Getting out in nature, seeing different environments. Yeah, for sure. You playing right now, but that's serious.
I'm not playing. That was catching
real,
the birds right there.
For real, man. Like especially spring or summertime, the trees and like just going to kick it, and like people watching or whatever, you know.
I remember when I lived in Philadelphia. I first started off working at this. It was a high-end apartment complex. It was like famous people in the city lived there, and I would cut through this park. It'd be like in the middle of the night. It wouldn't be nobody there. What makes it creepy is the way I speak about it now. It was like creepy thinking about it. Like, damn, if somebody was out there doing something, I would have been a witness to something crazy. But anyway, I walked through the park alone by myself at dark. That's when I really had, in my 20s, I had this no fear attitude. You know what I mean? But you hear so much, man, and you connect to the earth. And I'm still in the city. Like, Philadelphia is like around one big park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm walking through this park and I hear everything. I'm sucking it in that my description of the noises that I heard. But what I'm saying is when you center yourself, you know what I mean, and you find yourself being one with nature, man, it does something to you, man.
Helps a lot, man.
Yes, it does. It does. Number
Work,
4,
workout too. That was in there too.
workout.
Yeah,
Physical activities together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to exert a lot of energy when I worked out, and my fat butt ain't worked out in so long, you know. So I'd be like, I need to go to the gym, but I found out I couldn't go to the gym, bro, because it was like the club. And I'm gonna put this out there like this, man. People ain't going to work out. It's going to like really the club. Like it's too much temptation at clubs. Club workout. You know what I mean?
It is, man. At certain times, man. Everybody got 9 to 5. So if you're there at 5:30, 6 o'clock, then yeah.
5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, I was going.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
And it was
nothing but women with tight shorts on.
Philly. You got to do it in Detroit. Ain't nobody in there.
And I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. This is completely ridiculous, yo. So, you know, but I would do my workout, get my little workout on. But what I would find is I would feel like I wouldn't get no fast results. And that all goes back to my physical weight depression I was suffering from, I guess. You know, I felt like I wasn't really getting any results. So, you know, and it goes with the circle you have too, man. If you have negative energy around you, the negative energy kind of take you somewhere. And I think that negative energy that was around me was taking me to a different place. It was chopping in my positive energy. Coming into 2017, bro, I said I am not going to be dealing with any negative vibes, anything negative that doesn't fit well with my circle, and which is very small.
Yeah.
If it does not fit, I'm not going to do it. So whatever I need to do to iron it out, I'm going to iron it out 100%. And that's one of the ways that I've been cutting down on stress, which causes me to have a sense of depression, which causes to ideologies of thoughts of things that I don't want to do. You know what I mean? And that's just real conversation right there, bro.
Indeed.
Number 4, take care of yourself so that you are able to stay positive. Bam! I really feel like K. Jones have told me this a million times. You know, you got to take care of yourself so you will be around here. You know what I mean? You got to take care of yourself and do what you need to do so you can be around here. And I'm 37. I'll be 38 in April, bro. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, you coming up on a born day too, aren't you?
Yeah, Saturday.
That's what's up. Shout out to the born day. Woo! Yeah, man. So we got to do stuff that keeps us positive, keep us moving, keep us energized, and staying on the right track, bro. Because a lot of negative things are out there. A lot of negative people are out there trying to put you in a very discomforting position. And I know that myself, and I can say I do a lot of woosah. Back in my day, bro, I used to fight for no reason. You know what I mean? And damn, that sound like Miss Sophia? No. Who was Oprah Winfrey in Color Purple?
What was her name?
Oh my life. Oh my life.
What was her name?
I had to fight. I have to fight.
Sophia.
It was Sophia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who was Whoopi then? That's what we could do. Trivia for the night. Who was Whoopi in Color Purple? Who was Oprah Winfrey? I think Oprah Winfrey was Sophia. Was she Sophia?
I don't remember. We're about to find out.
We about to find out. K. Dot Jones, what you say? They said something? Seeley, that's what it was. So Miss Sophia was Oprah.
Okay.
All my life, I had to fight. Yeah, so bro, I'm just at a point now where I don't want to do none of that no more. I want to raise these kids and be happy, bro. You know what I mean? Despite all the negative energy, I just want to remain positive. You know what I mean? And keep my sanity. You know, take care of yourself so you able to stay positive? What's some of the things you're doing to stay positive and take care of yourself, Theo?
Man, make sure that to my best ability, to have a clean, alkaline diet, meditate, prayer, just like the nature walks. Like in the summertime, I go to the beach, man. Like every morning. Like if I can't,
What beach you go to in the morning?
I go to a beach. I don't want to put it out there because I don't want to see a whole bunch of people at my beach. I basically just said it, but I go to the beach, man, and do something called what they call earthing. It's where you put your feet in the sand and you get the
vibrations,
the negative ions into the body. You know what I mean? Your body charges up like a cell phone. So we wear shoes like these rubber shoes, and we disconnect from the earth. So we got the same molecular structure as a tree. So we just ground and get that energy back into the body. So it pulls. It's like a cycle. It pulls, and it just recharges the negative ions in the body. And you just feel so balanced and alive. Just peaceful, looking at the water, man. The trees,
that's so deep.
Riding a bike, and if I don't make it there in the morning, it's definitely at night. You know what I mean? When I get off work, and that helps a lot with balance, man, meditation and all that.
That's deep, bro. That's deep. I gotta start charging my negative ions up.
Yeah.
What's that? You said alkaline diet. What is that?
Just
I'm a little naive to what that may be. What is that, bro?
Just a high energy electric diet. You
get that at Whole Foods?
You can get it anywhere. You just got to get at Whole Foods. Alkaline basically is just electricity. Like high electric foods is like fruits and leafy vegetables, herbs.
Batteries.
Yeah. So your body is
same thing.
Your body is like a pH balance of 7, which is basically in the middle.
Okay.
And people they push alkaline foods because the foods that we eat and the environments that we in is acidic, highly acidic, which brings our immune system down and brings our body pH down. You know what I'm saying? So you want to back balance. Our body ain't all alkaline, it ain't all acidic. It's balanced. It's balanced at 7. So you eat the high alkaline foods, and it just brings you up and it balances you out.
Wow. I need to. That's you know what, and I'm not giving no what's it called resolutions.
Yeah.
I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not gonna do none of that.
And with that diet, like all of the toxicity that's in the body, it creates a cloud in the body with all the mucus and all the fungus and yeast and all that stuff. When you eliminate that stuff, you become more clear and more in tune with like the spiritual side of yourself.
Have you ever did a what's it
cleanse?
A colonic. Couldn't get it out for a minute. A colonic. I keep hearing that's the way to go.
No, it's not.
Why it's not?
Because it's not, man. It's not.
I hear most men our age are getting a colonic, and they feel sensational afterwards.
So
colonic. That's when you
can do a detox and flush yourself out.
That's when they take a tube and go up your booty.
Colonoscopy?
No, not the colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is to check for cancer, and they put the camera and the tube all the way up for you to go up your colon.
So what are y'all talking about?
We're talking about the tube. It's just vacuuming.
Sprays water up and it sucks the waste out into this big machine through this tube into this big machine.
Booty butter. That's what they do, yo.
It only gets the lower part of your intestines, so the bottom 2 feet.
You
still got the top 4.
Top 4?
Yeah, you got 6 feet of colon. Where you actually got 36 feet because the small intestines is 30, and the small intestines is 6. But they only get the small, like the bottom 2 feet of colon.
So your lower 2 feet is raw, but your top feet is all messed up.
You'll feel good, you'll lose weight and all that, but you still got waste and fat.
Got all this dookie in your top order. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks, bro. I ain't know
it's
that.
just best to just clean all the way out through.
And how you clean all the way out?
Just detox, man.
Detox.
Just be disciplined and detox and flush yourself. Plus, with the colonic, it'll strip you of natural enzymes in your colon wall that you need. Because you flush, you power washing your colon. Like, you power washing it. You gotta take enzymes after that. Like,
You do?
cool. Yeah, because you flushing enzymes out. The good enzymes that you need.
Wow. The booty enzymes that flush everything out. Take it out of you.
You might as well just,
Wow. Since we on that, number 5 says encourage a healthy diet by cooking and eating together. Excuse me, and that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like to get out of these things or to help someone that's dealing with depression, you have to be in tune with them, and you got to do a lot of communicating. I think that's overall the main thing too. Communicate more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Focus on what's going on with that individual. You know what I'm saying? If it gets to a point where they talking about suicide, talk to them and see if they got a plan. You know what I mean? And how far they in their plan. I learned that in trainings that's what you do. Hey, if we talking about this, do you have a plan? Do we need to talk further? Do I need to call somebody if you've done something? I think those are the lines of the type of trainings that I had with dealing with someone that has dealt with or facing the fact that they may want to commit suicide. And it's all the way difficult, bro. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, when it comes to African Americans, we have this stigmatism about discussing it because of religion, but it's something that's been killing our kids, low key killing our boys. You know what I mean? Killing us all together. You know what I mean? These are situations that a lot of people can't explain because we don't open the door for communication to be a fact. And it's not just with depression. It's not just with suicide. You have to open the lines of communication with everything when it comes to family and people that you care about, and just people, period. You know what I mean? You got to be more open for communication. There's no way I could sit around somebody all day and I don't have some form of dialogue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got a big mouth, so I'm going to eventually talk about something. So when I'm not talking, it's a problem that I'm not talking.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Am I right, K-Dot?
My name has changed so many times. Yeah.
K-Dot. K-Dot Jones. K Jones. K Jizzle.
Kizzle jizzle.
Kizzle Jizzle for Wizzle. My Zizzle. Yeah. You got anything to add?
When you quiet, it's a problem.
It's a problem, bro. But where we at on the time?
What's that say? 30 on that one? 30?
33. Well, the last one, number 6, it goes into learn more about reading the related articles and related information, how to help someone with depression. And once again, I am not an expert on depression or suicide, but I felt like this is something that needs to be shared, with the audience. It's something that needs to be shared with people that I know, that I love out there, you know what I'm saying, Facebook family, something that I feel Theo should share with people that he knows well, you know what I'm saying, because each one teach one, we all we have at the end of the day. Ain't that right, Theo?
Right, buddy.
You know what I mean? Like every day I check in with this brother. Not every day, every week I check in with this brother. And I felt like it feels like I'm checking in with my brother. Yo, how you been? What's going on? You know what I mean? And I can go there for like a good 10 minutes and end up staying for 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. Because that's how the check-in goes.
Right.
And I'll leave and I feel energized. You know what I mean? And if something going on, trust and believe I share it with him just like he shares it with me. So if you go your own way, feel free to just connect those dots to people because you don't know how they feel or what's going on with them. If you see somebody that you got an idea that's struggling with something, be a lending hand. Well, understand what you're getting into. That's what we covered in number 2. Ain't that right, Dio?
Yeah.
Understand what you're getting into. With that being said, this is broadcast 111. I'm Big Ant. To my left, Fitz.
CEO.
All day. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Peace out.